What are you thinking about? Rolling a blunt? Taking a pee-pee break? What are you doing?
And now, another major production.
I'm about to tell you what the real is. Deep down inside, you got to feel it. Emotions have the most number of killings. Pay close attention to your feelings. I'm about to tell you what the deal is. And when I'm talking, all I'm hearing is some crickets. Hurry honey, run and get your ticket. Just get the money, it's not always the business. Forget the $1 million mission. Sometimes I just want to go fishing instead of physically grinding in the trenches. Finding me using my knowledge, intuition. Chaka not talking while he so distant. Chaka be talking but they don't listen. He's sitting, his brain pumping like a piston. I've been chasing the twilight, now I've been bitten. The city's in my sights as if I was a pigeon. Your role is cast, your dialogue is written, it's past control. You're like a Sims minion, what to do now but roam around in and out of buildings. Seemingly living, touching ceilings, but there's no feeling. Willing and dealing, but really there's no winning. I'm sinning and sinning, so what I'm defending stuff's like prison, stuck in the life out of living. I'm about to tell you what the real is. Deep down inside, you got to feel it. Emotions have the most number of killings. Pay close attention to your feelings. I'm about to tell you what the deal is. And when I'm talking, all I'm hearing is some crickets. Hurry honey, run and get your ticket. Just get the money, it's not always the business. They say they do it for the money and the power. I'm just trying to get some peace in the shower. Protect what's mine without being a coward. Watch loved ones take time to breathe in the flowers. I've seen these G's get knee deep in powder because he needs to succeed in ours. Fuck your lifestyle, it's weak and it's sour. Fuck your lifestyle, it's weak and it's sour. Watch I come through and do like I do. Watch he come through and lose like he do. I'm a Hebrew, he just evil. We both hate people and church steeples. One thing certain, demons lurking. They be stressing, we be surfing. She be twerking and it look like it's hurting. I be perping, close the curtain.
They give you lithium to get rid of that shit?
I'm about to tell you what the real is. Deep down inside, you got to feel it. Emotions have the most number of killings. Pay close attention to your feelings. I'm about to tell you what the deal is. And when I'm talking, all I'm hearing is some crickets. Hurry honey, run and get your ticket. Just get the money, it's not always the business. I'm about to tell you what the real is. Deep down inside, you got to feel it. Emotions have the most number of killings. Pay close attention to your feelings. I'm about to tell you what the deal is. And when I'm talking, all I'm hearing is some crickets. Hurry honey, run and get your ticket. Just get the money, it's not always the business. You boys think you real. What is real? Whatever it is, it's not you. For real. You know what I'm saying? KCE, we coming. It's the takeover, bitch. Y'all ain't ready. This is some whole new shit. For real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? KCE, King Chaka. It is what it is, baby. You really not feeling me? Let me find out. Yo, question my ability. Let me find out. Invest in my enemy. Let me find out. There ain't no telling what you finna see. You finna find out. It's something that enters me. You finna find out. Then exit with energy. You finna find out. Riding flows like centipedes. You finna find out. Screw those that's kin to me. Let me find out. Get the big lips. I'ma call you Bill Bellamy. When you talk your shit, man, really it's killing me. Hit you with my fist and I'ma do it lyrically. Crazy ass brick, so I might do it literally. I'ma do this till I'm old eating celery. How old is Jay-Z? He gotta be 70. Come to my show or I'ma do it bitterly. Or hit the porn store with a bitch named Beverly. Keep waiting tables, yeah. Spicy means peppery. Or get tattoos and work in the factory. Whatever I do, I'ma do it happily. I'm tired of these rappers too, they do it tackily. That's why I'm here, I'm the shit this year. We gon' keep it moving, grooving, give you something you can feel. When shit's fucked up, gon' drop a tear. I'ma pull my pants up, grab another beer. Rap's messed up and I don't have no fear. Attack the chest up, it's a grown man in here. Ask you little chaps, what have you done in the field? Throw your sets up, let them know you're still here. I said you really not feeling me, let me find out. Yo, question my ability, let me find out. Yo, invest in my enemy, let me find out. Ain't no telling what you finna see, you finna find out. Yo, you really not feeling me, let me find out. Yo, question my ability, let me find out. Yo, invest in my enemy, let me find out. Ain't no telling what you finna see, you finna find out. Yeah, bounce, rock, shake, wiggle. We gon' come through and put it in the middle. They calls me fiddler cause I play the fiddle. Checking masters, white pipes, I's a good nigga. Bounce, rock, shake, wiggle. We gon' come through and put it in the middle. They calls me fiddler cause I play the fiddle. Checking masters, white pipes, I's a good nigga. I said you really not feeling me, let me find out. Yo, question my ability, let me find out. Yo, invest in my enemy, yo, let me find out.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? How y'all feel? What's good? Remember, we want you to be an activist, and don't take my word for it. Look that shit up, please. Happy New Year, y'all. As far as the calendar year, y'all know I don't really get into holidays, so I don't really celebrate birthdays, holidays. I don't really celebrate that stuff very much. You know, I'm kind of weird, and I'm embracing that. So it is what it is. But for you guys out there celebrating, you know, Happy New Year. Like I said, Happy New Year. I hope you guys feel good. I hope y'all go into the new calendar year and do great things, you know. Fight for the revolution. Let's go. Anyways, I want to do an ad right quick. So like, I really appreciate you guys for joining the show and talking, you know, and leaving your comments and so forth and so on and supporting the channel. I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for doing that. You guys got me up over 100 subscribers. It hasn't been a year for me doing this channel yet. And I appreciate that. I really do. For you got the way I have been creating audio versions of the show, and I put them on. They're on Anchor, Spotify, Apple. They're all over the place. And I believe these audio versions of the show, the audio podcast style, they're clips from the live show that and I rearrange them and I add stuff and so forth and so on, organize them and edit them. And so I would like you guys to check those out, man. Check them out. They're designed for you to listen to them while you're doing other things, you know. So you're playing the game, whatever, driving, whatever it is you're doing, cleaning up, working out, you know. Check out the audio versions of the show. Check them out. Anchor, Spotify, Apple, wherever your podcast. If they're not on your favorite platform, let me know, and maybe we can make some changes on that. Okay. And like I say, if you want to join the live show and leave comments, we go live Wednesday and Thursday nights at about 11 p.m. And then we go live on Friday and Saturday nights at about 1 a.m. And that's every week. So that's 4 shows a week for the live shows. I only do the clips of the stuff that I think is good. So some of the live shows don't make it into the clips. I mean the podcast versions of the show, because I try to take the best of the live show and mix it up and make something good for the audio listeners. So not everything makes it. A lot of it gets cut. So it is what it is. Like I say, thank y'all for being here with me. Thank y'all for joining the show. Thank y'all for being a part of this growth. We're trying to create activists over here. So, and I'm compelled to do this because I feel like I can make a difference. I'm going to try. I got to do what I can. And that's what I tell anyone, just do what you can. So this is me doing what I can. Hopefully this will grow and I can get more power and actually make a difference in the community, because that's what I would like to see happen. I would love to see this be a platform where people can come together and share information, real time information, products, services, whatever. This to be the voice of the street so that we can organize ourselves, so that we can fight against the system, because we need tools to do that. And I was going to name this show today that YouTube is dead, but because it's so negative, I didn't want to put that in the title. But there's a video I was watching about that, and how like the creativity on YouTube is dead, because it's all about clicks, thumbnails, and views. But I'm not here for that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not here for clicks, thumbnails, and what you see in the thumbnail is what you're going to see in the video. I'm not even going to, at first I used to try to take time and build these thumbnails or whatever, but I want to be authentic. I want to build a brand, and I want you guys to know what you're getting, no bullshit, everything is clickbait now, so there's no clickbait here. It is what it is. Like it, love it, leave it, fuck it. But you get what you get. It is what it is. So there's no fakery or trickery going on here. So, we're just trying to communicate and talk about things that you don't talk about normally. This is a place for you to come and talk about things that are uncomfortable to talk about in normal settings. So this is a comfortable, safe place for you to voice your true opinions and your thoughts and expand your mind, and really, really, really say what you really feel, because you're safe here. Okay. So that's what this place is for. We have to have these real conversations, because like we were talking about before, when you're with your mate or whatever, you're with your person that you care about, and then y'all having a conversation, but neither one of you are being honest with each other, 100% honest, because for whatever reason, you don't want to hurt their feelings, whatever the reason, doesn't matter. You're not being honest with each other. So then therefore you're not communicating really. You know what I'm saying? Because communication is giving and receiving messages. They can't receive your message if your message is not a real one. So you are misleading them, misguiding them, and it's a bunch of confusion that's going on. And I think that's what's happening in society as a whole. We're not even having real conversations, therefore we can't get to the bottom of anything. That's that. Peace and love. Thank y'all for joining. That's my ad for today. Didn't go like I planned it. Yeah, it's New Year's. It's New Year's. People are celebrating. That's what you hear. It is what it is. It's 1:11, 1:12. So it just barely went into the new year. A lot of people are celebrating. And that's probably why I don't have anybody right now on the show. But it's all good. I got a plan for this. First, let's just scroll a bit on the Instagram just to warm up. I got a plan. I have some stuff for y'all. But let's just scroll a bit just to warm up a bit. Get ready. I saw some stuff on here that I wanted to talk about. It says, I really be trying to decide if I want to spend 20 out of pocket or the 20 off my credit card, like it makes a difference. I be thinking like that too. I wanted to talk about the guy. I wonder if I can pull that up This dude's clips are good. He really blowed up. I'm happy for him. He's a real success story. I think his people had money though. Anyways, the truck driver guy. Yeah, let me look that up. The truck driver guy, they reduced his sentence. Reduced truck driver sentence. Let's see if that pulls it up. Yeah, they okay, yeah, I got a video. Let's watch that. Because I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw this, and it's interesting because we were talking about this before. And this story is getting tucked, but I think that it's really, 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 really important because the guy he was given 110 years for these people who died, and it was an accident. The brakes was out on the truck. But people were protesting. It went crazy. The whole thing went viral. Truckers were refusing to deliver in the state that handed down this sentence. And I really feel like the power of the people are the ones that turned this thing around for this guy. So I think we should pay attention to this because this is the power of the people.
And there's more breaking news, this time on that truck driver who was sentenced to 110 years in prison for a deadly highway crash. Colorado's governor has commuted Rogel Aguilera Mederos' sentence to 10 years.
And he said that
convicted
good.
On 27 charges for a fiery crash that killed 4 people in 2019. A petition calling for clemency was signed by more than 5 million people. NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos joins us now to talk a little bit more about this reduced sentence. Danny, so we were looking at a 110-year sentence for this crash that just came down about 2 weeks ago. The DA there in Colorado had said that had requested a resentencing hearing. That was on the calendar. How unusual is it that the decision for clemency came so quickly and that the sentence was reduced by so much from basically life in prison to 10 years?
So unusual that we're not likely to see anything like this again. But then again, this is an unusual situation. You have a weird combination of mandatory minimum sentences that led to this completely bizarre, unexpected result that is uncommon. But as a defense attorney, that's exactly the problem with mandatory minimums, is that they take the power away from the judge who should have the power to sentence, and they give that power almost exclusively to the prosecutor. A little too much power in the prosecutor's hand. The reason this happened so quickly is that it was so apparently a sentence that was beyond the pale for sentences for conduct of this type. Especially given the facts and circumstances. Of course, a tragic crash, tragic result, but this sentence, 110 years, was not within the heartland of similar sentences.
Bullshit. So, Danny, we saw the governor get ahead of the legal process in a lot of ways before the appeal, before this resentencing hearing. We also saw the defendant here, that young man, openly sobbing in court when the sentence was handed down. That went viral. People online were talking about it all over the country.
Thank you.
As you said, the judge admitted that his hands were tied with the mandatory minimum sentence laws. We saw the online petition for clemency getting more than 5 million signatures. Truckers also, got on the road and protested that sentence. Do you think this commutation was about public pressure, or was it about the sentencing laws being so messed up?
Come on.
Yeah. Realistically, all commutations, all pardons, all grants of clemency are essentially at their core political in nature. That's because
what does that mean?
And presidents receive so many requests for pardons and commutations that only a tiny fraction are actually considered. In the federal system, it's by the Pardon Office, which looks at the entire file. But as we know also, governors and presidents often pardon political allies, people that they have, that they know will advance them politically. And of course, they pardon people who will damage them politically. And that's why they do it typically on their last day in office, where they have the least political exposure.
So what are you saying?
Been political since they came over from England on the boat.
Answering the question.
Been that way. And so they will continue to be that way. They really are such a rare part of the criminal defense practice that I don't even know anyone who practices pardon law. That's how rare it is.
All right, NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos with us tonight. Danny, thank you.
Okay, so
thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's.
They clearly, Like I say, it's the power of the people that did that. They did not want to say that because they don't want you to know that you have power as a person. That because this shit went viral, because there was so much pressure on the governor, because it was such a ridiculous sentence, that's the reason why it happened. And it happened really quickly. This never happens. So again, they want to flush this story. You know what I mean? They don't want y'all to see this. They want y'all to talk about other things. They don't want you to realize that people really do have power. How many people have went to jail on unfair sentences and had to sit it out? The guy from the Black Panthers, he just passed away recently. He was in jail this whole time. It's plenty of political prisoners, people that are locked up and still locked up. And there's people who got sentences that were just simply unfair and just over the top and just ridiculous. And they still locked up. This guy, it was a miracle. So what I'm saying is, you guys have to recognize that you guys do have power. The people do have power. And that story right there is an example of it. It's a clear example of it. They're brushing it under. I'm going to talk about this more because I want to know more about this, and I'm going to look it up and I'm going to do more about it maybe on the next show or maybe next week or whenever more stuff comes out about it, because it's really interesting. And I really want people to hear, that the people have power, that we really do have power. Sometimes we can make a difference. And in this case, we did. The people made a difference. They reduced his sentence down from 110 to 10 years. The sentence just got handed down a little while ago. Truckers were not driving to the state. It was a problem. What Breaking Bad teaches us about politics. Oh, let me just read my little thing. My picture from the show. If ancient people of color, because the name of the show today was Happy New Year, it had to be aliens. If ancient people of color created something too complicated, they must have had help from aliens. Let's talk about it in other global news and events. There's also a quote, music, Lupe Fiasco. I'm going to read these lyrics for y'all. This is the segment brought to you by King Chaka ENT. We call this segment, What Are the Lyrics? Whatever. Strange Fruition is the name of the song by Lupe Fiasco. Okay, here he goes. Now I can't pledge allegiance to your flag because I can't find no reconciliation with your past. When there was nothing equal for my people in your math, you forced us in the ghetto and then you took our dads. The belly of the beast, these streets are demons' abs. I'm telling you that setup in them sit-ups is so sad. The system is a slab, corruption is the swinger. Sitting high, riding dirty, drag racing into danger. And it's so clean, pine trees smelling good, with work off in the trunk and niggas in the hood. So I can't shed blood on any battlefield of yours. I pray the ugly truth comes and shatters your decor. And as it falls down in tatters on the floor, I shed tears. I don't know what really matters anymore. Man, it ain't mean. The strangest thing you've ever seen. Oh, would you look at how they swing? Would you look at how they swing? They ain't dead though. No, I didn't die, y'all. I cut myself down and I admire my fall into grace. Now as I wander through the city going mad, I see the fruits of planting evidence instead of grass. A swindle generation with no patient full of swag. Man, they so impatient with the stations that they have. As long as they look good when they be doing bad, then the separation from the truth is getting fast. Be a slave at first or free at last. Double-edged choices make a nigga wanna pass. Double-headed voices from the eagle on the staff. The pyramid where eyes will split the spirited in half. Divided over money. Delighted by the dummying down of the importance of crowns we'll never have. That's why my sounds and sermons are so full of wrath. Baptize your mind, let your brain take a bath. Swim inside the river, get delivered from the craft of the witches in the business that be living off your sad. Hating on your happiness, you hit them off with laughs. Smile till they surrender, then you kill them off with glad. Hello, evil, I'm back. Man, it ain't mean. The strangest thing you've ever seen. Oh, would you look at how they swing? Would you look at how they swing? They ain't dead, though. No, I didn't die, y'all. I cut myself down. I admire my fall into grace. Let me see. Yeah, that's really good. What do y'all think? Let me go back. He said, I can't pledge allegiance to your flag because I can't find no reconciliation with your past. That line rings in my head. And he says, when there was nothing equal for my people in your map, you forced us in the ghetto and then you took our dads. The other line where he says, I can't shed any blood. Yeah. So I can't shed blood on any battlefield of yours. Man, I really, really, really feel those lines. That's how I feel, you know. My dad and my brother was in the military. I couldn't go. I can't do it. I have to believe in what I'm fighting for, especially if I'm putting my life on the line. And I feel like I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. You know, I fight for God, you know, for truth, justice, you know, righteousness, you know, helping, you know, love, kindness. And so, you know, if I feel like that the orders that are coming down are not following those particular things that I stand on, I don't care whose the order is coming from. I'm not following it. You know, I will only follow God. That's it. No man. That's how I feel. So the thing about aliens don't like white people. I almost made that the title because I got this in this video. Let's see if we can find the part. It's in here. Yeah, it's in this video, but I don't know where it is. So we're going to search together.
On January the 1st, 1995, the History Channel was
yeah. Let me see. Because he talks about ancient aliens, and then it's like, he's like, you know, let me say this because people are probably going to get mad, but he said, why is it a bunch of white guys talking about what people of color did and saying that they couldn't have done it? It had to be aliens. Let me see.
Charge. The placement of the pyramids are very interesting because they seem to be placed where the energy is. And I think the ancients understood this very carefully.
I think that these stones are transmitting energy.
The stone statues become vessels of this cosmic energy.
Building a crystal in the exact shape of the human cranium does have some sort of energetic quality.
Ancient Aliens is structured almost exactly like a MatPat video. Now, if you've never seen a MatPat video, if you've never watched Game Theory, let me fill you in on what most of his videos are like. MatPat will set up a potential theory. He'll spend an excessive amount of time explaining what the details of that theory would entail, what it would mean, and at the very moment where you expect him to show any substantial evidence that proves that there is substance to this theory being real in any way, he distracts you with some stupid bullshit. It might be a joke, it might be a tangent, it might be a skit, but when the distraction is over, he just starts over and begins explaining a new theory that also doesn't have any evidence. And it's hard to say that he's lying, because MatPat's videos aren't really theories. They're open-ended questions that are meant to be left up to your imagination. Every guest speaker on this show, except for this guy, usually avoids saying that any idea is actually true, instead simply stating that it might be true, and that's all that really matters.
Is it possible that during the genetic manipulation of human beings, we at one point started out as Sasquatch and Bigfoot and Yetis?
And the answer is a potential yes.
That's why in every single episode, the narrator always says the words,
Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? But is it possible?
This is the core gimmick of Ancient Aliens. They never put the burden of proof on themselves, but instead casually glide off the fact that what they are presenting are overwhelmingly unfalsifiable claims. They can't prove themselves right, but I can't prove them wrong. And even if I did go through and pick apart dozens of examples they bring up, the speakers would just fall back on different pieces of evidence.
The way you prove the ancient astronaut theory is not with one single piece of evidence. It is a conglomeration of different puzzle pieces.
And when you really start to listen to these guest speakers, it's usually pretty obvious that a whole lot of them don't know anything about ancient cultures, and they're just sort of talking out their ass.
He is got a beard and a mustache. And that is an unusual thing because American Indians do not have beards and mustaches.
Exactly. The fact also that the beard and the mustache are so pronounced. They're not little wispy ones. They're major. So
people are going to be really mad that I pointed this out.
There he goes.
But have you ever noticed all the guest speakers on Ancient Aliens are really white? That's weird, right? Because this show is primarily about analyzing the culture of people of color in ancient history, and yet the only times I ever seem to notice a local being interviewed is to just give basic facts about the area. The locals are never the people claiming that it was actually aliens. The show is still on the air, it's got almost 200 episodes, and they're still making more of them, so I'm sure there are exceptions. But anytime I see it on TV, it's always a white dude describing things that non-white people did, saying that it was impossible for how undeveloped they were, and then saying that it had to be aliens.
How could the Easter Islanders have invented their own writing without some other cultural influence? They're doing things
Had to be aliens.
would require precision work. How could they have had these advanced machining tools? The one answer would have to be they'd gotten it from ancient aliens.
The Mayans
Okay.
could not possibly have developed these systems on their own. So it is
They
clear
couldn't
that it was
possibly.
given to them by aliens.
They were
out
just
there.
too dumb.
Of course, the ongoing narrative of these moments is clearly a somewhat contradictory lack of respect for these civilizations and their people. Their art is interesting enough to analyze, their accomplishments impressive enough to praise, and yet the hosts always come back around to directly or indirectly saying that they were too unsophisticated to have accomplished any of this without outside help, which is an opinion that they never seem to come to about European churches or castles or anything like that.
Clearly, someone told the local people how to place these stones into different areas.
So you're surmising the technology was given to these people.
The engineering knowledge, because this screams mathematics.
I will certainly concur to this extent. Someone or
His
someones had extraordinary knowledge.
You look like a
this
cartoon
is not
character.
easy to build.
No.
The funniest thing about this show to me is that if you believe all of these guest speakers, and you think that 90% of the accomplishments of people of color were done with the help of aliens, and meanwhile we have Stonehenge and nothing else, doesn't that imply that aliens don't like white people?
Dun, dun,
I mean, aliens were going across the globe throughout all of early civilizations and meeting with all these different people and helping them invent things and helping stack structures and building pyramids for them, except for us. What did we do? What did we do that made aliens avoid talking to us for the rest of human civilization? I posted that joke on Twitter, and a couple select people got really, really mad. So now, in my ongoing fight to make everyone on the internet mad, I'm officially selling Aliens Don't Like White People merchandise on Redbubble. Get yourself some Aliens Don't Like White People t-shirts, coffee mugs, blankets, shower curtains. Deliver this message to the world with the utmost pride. Link in the description. Anyways, y'all want to see some alien titties?
Within these caves are different murals. We find some of the most amazing paintings of people emerging out of the clouds, and they're actually floating in midair. What a beautiful poetic way to depict something that they might have witnessed. It was a complete misunderstanding of a visitation by technologically advanced space travelers.
It's always a misunderstanding.
There's one word you hear in almost every episode of Ancient Aliens, especially from this guy. It's misunderstood or misinterpreted. Every time he talks about an ancient legend or a piece of art, it's the locals misunderstanding what they were really saying, which he then uses to circle it all back around to legends that he personally believes in.
I see an astronaut in a helmet. I'm immediately reminded of misunderstood technology. It was some type of misunderstood technology, an extraterrestrial tool, because we didn't understand. Was it really flying snakes or gods that were snakes? Of course not. It was misunderstood technology. Now, of course, it wasn't a dragon in a biological nature, but it was a misinterpreted machine. They were misinterpreted flesh and blood, extraterrestrials.
Because they were dumbass niggas.
Whom our ancestors
they couldn't possibly have interpreted things properly.
All comes down to it. It was all a huge misunderstanding.
To me, this is the equivalent of reading through ancient religions and trying to argue that each and every one was actually Jesus in a wig trying to mess with people. This is something that white people just generally tend to do a lot. Whenever we come up with our own folklore that is sort of unsubstantiated, we try and make it seem more legitimate by pointing to the cultures of other people and saying, look, they saw the same thing, they just didn't understand what they saw because they're stupid.
Yeah.
This is something you see a lot in Bigfoot culture in America. Various hunters and locals will always claim that American Indians had stories of Bigfoot. But when you look into it, it's just some various mythical beast that has nothing to do with Sasquatch. But the Bigfoot hunters roll their eyes and say, oh, for the love of God, it was Bigfoot. They just didn't know what they saw. Our beliefs and our culture are one-to-one with reality. But the beliefs and cultures of minorities are skewed and warped because they aren't as smart as we are. Clearly. This is, at best, cultural appropriation, and at worst, immaculate stupidity. I originally had a lot more to say about Bigfoot, but I realized that doing it right would just take up far too much time in the script. So if you guys want to see a Bigfoot video...
Anyways, that's pretty much the gist of it. At the end, I think he sums it up really good again, but that's okay. He stated everything that I really agree with, or whatever, that I really wanted y'all to hear. You know what I'm saying? And I think it sounds better coming from him than it does coming from me. He said the color blue. That's the reason why you like Facebook. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, the idea, right? So if the aliens was helping the people of color and showing them stuff this whole time, and then they just stopped, then maybe they don't like white people. And so I think that's pretty damn funny, because you know how ridiculous it is. It's obviously ridiculous. So, but that's what it shows, the other side of the coin being as ridiculous. You know, those people were just not as advanced. They just couldn't possibly have done this stuff on their own. It had to be aliens or something else that did it. you know. So then, like, if you go with that logic, then you're like, okay, well, then why did they stop helping the people? You know, how come they never helped the white people? Like, it's so racist. It's so racist. and it's always some older white man who's the authority over the history of some people of color and their culture and everything. Like, he's the expert. It's so frustrating. You guys know I'm an academic and I have to cite my sources, and that's what it's all about. And I was complaining to one of my professors this past semester that, you know, the sources all go back to some old white man. All the official sources, anyways. You know, there's a problem there. There's an issue there. We have to look at this and recognize it for what it is. I had a music appreciation class, and I told the teacher, I was like, well, this whole semester, all we learned about was music from Germany, Europe, and you know, in America, like European countries. Like, I was like, so nobody else in the whole world created any, you know, meaningful music that we should appreciate in this class. And because of the comment I made, she went and did some digging and did some stuff. She did a speech or whatever you call it. She showed some videos and played some stuff, and she did a bit of a work in that direction as a result of what I said. Because I remember when I came to class that day, it was a small class, music appreciation, bunch of weirdos. But it was a small class, maybe like 7, 8 of us. And on this day, it was like after a break or something, and then only like 4 people or so showed up. And she was like, "I'm glad you're here because I did this lecture today because of the comment that you made." Because they know it's true. They know it's true. What I'm saying is true. You know, I'm not trying to be racist when I say these things. This is just a reality that we all have to face. And that's the reason why we have to be here and have these conversations. That's the reason why I'm here, to have these conversations. So you guys can come and we can have these real conversations. We have to have these conversations so that we can move forward together. It'll never happen otherwise. The first thing is an open and honest, truthful communication. And then we can get to the bottom of what the hell happened. And then we can get to the bottom of what the hell we want to do moving forward. It's super simple. Say YouTube is dying. I didn't want to play that. We did the metaverse and stuff already. So the other thing was Breaking Bad teaches us about politics. I was into that shit. That's really, really Breaking Bad. I didn't watch it when it was out and popular. I watched it after it ended. Like, I don't know, a year, 2 years, a good amount of time after the show completely ended. I don't really watch TV much, so that's just me. So I don't know. I was in a time in my life where I had like a bunch of extra time. I don't remember. I think I was in between jobs and I was just going to school and I had a bunch of extra time and I wanted to watch something on TV or whatever. And I was scrolling Netflix or whatever. And I came up on Breaking Bad and I had heard about it already a little bit. So I knew a little bit about it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to just check it out. And pretty much from the first episode, it had me hooked. And I pretty much binge watched the whole thing. And however long it would take you to do that, because I don't know how many episodes. It had like 7 fucking seasons. I don't know how long it had. You guys can leave a comment and clear that up. But I literally watched the whole thing, I don't know, in a week, or I don't know how long it would take you to do that. A week and a half, maybe about a week. Because I literally couldn't go to sleep and shit. I was into that fucking show. Because I could see the reflections that it was making on society and some of the stuff that it was saying, like the thing about healthcare. And I've been screaming this forever. And with the coronavirus, with COVID, you would think that universal healthcare would be a damn something we would be talking about. Like, if we had universal health care in this country, would it or would it not have a better impact on us dealing with the coronavirus, COVID? What's your answer to that? So come the fuck on. Face reality. The private sector is not doing a good job. It doesn't do a better job. It's just trying to make a profit. You can't have a profit model in helping people, in the health of people. Y'all can make money off of it. That's fine, but it can't. That can't be the sole purpose of the programs of whatever the hell is happening. It has to be for a purpose of the quality of the life of people over profit. And this show was, the guy had cancer, couldn't pay the medical bills, fell into debt, and started selling meth to cover his medical bills, and turned into a big, huge kingpin. And like at the beginning of the show, it's like he's a good person or whatever. But by the end of the show, he's totally not a good person. And that's another thing that the show is showing you, is that we can all become that demon. We can all become that person that we hate, or that thing that we hate. And it happens step by step. It doesn't happen immediately. Like I be saying about the people in World War II with persecuting the Jews, the SS fighters, they was following orders, right? So that's the thing. Like, it didn't feel like I was doing some super bad thing, even though I knew I was doing a super bad thing, but I was following orders, and everybody is doing it. So everyone is doing it. Anyways, what do I want to do? I really wanted to fucking scroll on my Instagram. It's a lot of Betty White memes, and I just don't like how people are when they're like, okay, we're gonna take shots tonight for Betty White, whatever. Like, y'all was gonna take shots anyways. I'm not taking shots for Betty White. Get out of here. And like, it's funny, it's a joke, but she really actually died, so that's not a joke. Like, it really happened. So y'all just making light of the death of someone, making fun, getting likes and shares. Let's see what this is. No, they're gonna fucking block my whole video behind that. It says, I'm at a place in my life where errands are starting to count as going out. That's how I feel, man. Every time I leave the house, I fucking spend money. So I'll be trying to come straight home like I did tonight. Well, I didn't come straight home. I did stop and have a drink, but I pretty much come home. I spend money when I'm not at home. Let's see what this says. I'm begging you to understand that people on unemployment are currently making more than people working for minimum wage. It does not mean that unemployment benefits are too high, but that minimum wage is far too low. You guys are so brainwashed in not understanding this stuff. Like, everybody was mad. Oh, they don't want to come back to work. They're getting so much off unemployment. Then what the fuck is the scenario where these companies can't pay people a fair wage? And then you guys are like, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it? It says, Happy New Year. There is no new year because time is a human construct. And that's how I feel. So, like, I hate to bust you guys' bubble and everything. And if the new year started, it wouldn't be in the middle of winter. So this is some bullshit. But I digress.
I don't even know what happened. I think the wind took it. But this is what's happening right now.
Damn.
On Mountain Road.
Damn. What is it suspended by?
So we're in a storm right now, and this car literally just drove up this. I don't even know what happened. I think the wind took it, but this is what's happening right now.
It's like the damn car.
On Mountain Road.
Like the car is just suspended in air. This says, good, marijuana should be legal nationwide. All marijuana conventions should be expunged. It is absurd and idiotic that the federal government considers marijuana to be as dangerous as heroin. It says, New York State Senate passes bill legalizing recreational marijuana by a vote of 40 to 23. That's interesting. The whole thing with the marijuana was racial too. From the beginning, it was all racial. So it is what it is. It says fake niggas help you recognize real niggas. The real niggas. (2022) calendar year. This is in Dubai. Happy New Year from Dubai. Pretty cool, no lie. Pretty cool. Where are the people? I don't see any people.
Pull up. That's the car right there. This black car? Yeah, the black car. That's the car right here. Okay, that would be $102. I beg, please, just wait. And let me handle this. I gotta remove this mask. Okay. It's a helmet. Whatever. Benga, open this car with your 5% tints so I can't see up in your window. Okay, I'm not opening the car until you relax. Oh, okay, don't worry. I will find something that will open it. No, I will find so it will be a soft opening. You will pay for damages. How about all the times you damaged my heart? Okay, wait, I damaged yours and you damaged mine. We were damagers. The hell is a damager? Open this damn door. Look, I'm saving money on car insurance. But do you think I give a damn about your car insurance? Well, if I save, you save, we save together. Don't touch me. Don't you put your filthy hands on me. Then what do you want? Open the car. Open the car for what? The Okada man is just sitting here. You have don't say anything to me about the Okada man. Don't say Okada man. Did you even pay the Okada man? Oh, no, it's $102. All I have is $2. Come, let's pay him so he can go. All of this scene here, you came here with just $2. That's such a cheap production. $2. Okay. Hey, bro. I hope everything work out for you, man. Hey, man, this shit crazy. Can I pay you to stay? Give the man his money so he can leave. You mean pay him to stay? Keep the change, bro, but you can stay. Now, come on, open the car. Fine. I'm searching and seizuring this vehicle. You want me to open the car? Okay, open sesame seed bun. Let me. You want to inspect the car? Come on, Inspector Gadget the car. All of this for what? The Okada man left. Yeah, I gave him $150. He should have stayed. I don't know what to say. You know what's actually now that things have gone from 100 back to 0. Let me gather my things. I was just in the neighborhood. Yeah, I was just in the neighborhood. I was just walking. Funke, is that you? Mobola. Mobola is me. You know this girl? It's my good friend. Funke, what are you doing out here? I followed him.
Definitely can't be.
I could have sworn he was in a car with a girl with a white shirt. But I was wrong. Funke, that's toxic. I told her the same. That's toxic. Funke, don't forget your purse. Thank you. You know what's not toxic? What? All three of us just go grab some brunch from a mustard. Pull up. That's
all the lies. Why can't we just be honest with each other? The lies are what's hurt. It's not the actions that hurt. It's the lies. The deception. I don't have the patience for that. It says, if this year taught us anything, it's that poverty is a policy choice. Wow. Workers keep America going, not billionaires. Wow. Corporate profits don't trickle down. We've known that. Healthcare is a human right. I don't know who says that, but I think so. Strikes work. They do work sometimes. I hope we act on these lessons in the new year. Man, revolution, revolution, revolution. You tie all this together, that's fucking revolution. That's what I see. That's what I read between those lines. Poverty is a policy choice. Workers keep America going, not billionaires. Corporate profits don't trickle down. Healthcare is a human right. Strikes work. That's interesting. I don't like the random stuff. When the dean has crossed his third line in his 4-year tenure and he's just ready to graduate. I don't know why we have to pretend that all this stuff is so important. Like I saw this at work. This is what was on the TV. And I don't feel like that stuff is important. And it's so crazy how we have to, all of us got to act like that stuff is so important. It's not. It's like guys playing ball, bro. It's really not that serious. Like, and we take it and pretend and act like it's so fucking serious. We got stats, and these people are some of the best paid people. For what? It's so brainwashed. You guys are brainwashed. It's bread and circus is what all that shit is. Bread and circus. Keep y'all distracted from while they're robbing your ass. While everybody's miserable. Meanwhile, things could be different, but instead, let's just put money in the military and football. A new law in San Diego, which will go into effect at the beginning of 2022, requires grocery stores and other food suppliers to donate all edible food waste to a food rescue organization or food bank. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how reliable that is. The CDC warns that all travelers, even those who are vaccinated, should avoid cruises. In 2 weeks, more than 5,000 new COVID cases have been reported on cruise ships. Cruise ships. Bad. This is an old clip for Betty White. She was really pretty when she was young, too. I saw the pictures. Janet Jackson posted this. This is her page.
Plan for you.
Hold it. You're talking about me riding a mouse-powered pumpkin to a party for that jive turkey prince? You got a wrong number.
Now be cool, girl. We ain't going to no stiff ball. We are making it to a Stevie Wonder concert.
All right.
Oh, that's Janet right there as a little girl.
Lincoln with O.J. Simpson.
Woo!
Can you dig it?
All right. Let's get downtown and check out the sound.
All right. Right on. We're going to boogie tonight.
Yeah. Cinderella. Yikes. Don't move or I'll shoot.
Oh, silly, that's not a gun, that's a broom.
Okay, don't move or I'll sweep.
Girl, relax. I am your funky godmama. And have I got a super bad night planned for you?
Hold it. If you're talking about me riding a mouse-powered pumpkin to a party for that jive turkey prince, you got a wrong number.
Now, me.
Okay, to those that doubt that I be following official pages, blue check. But it's more than that you can see. I've been an internet person for a long time, for a good amount of time or whatever, at least Instagram. I've been on Instagram for a minute. So I do not follow dummy pages ever. Once I realize it's a dummy page, I delete it. I'm not saying I'm above it. Maybe you can find some in my follow list, but I'm sure there's few because I'm pretty good about knowing the pages that are authentic. And they post regularly, like the people that actually, like some people have fan pages, like some of the celebrities aren't on the internet, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, they don't post nothing. Any pages you see of them, of their stuff, that's somebody managing that page, or whatever. It's not them like at all. Like they may not have nothing to do with it at all. This page here is actually Janet Jackson's page, and she actually does post. She's not a very posty person, if you will. She doesn't post like a lot, but she does post like regularly, if you will. So yeah, this is her actual page. It's the real page. Could scroll through some of this stuff and you'll be able to tell by like comments and stuff, because it'll be celebrities and shit all in the comments and shit. But I don't feel like I need to. But Pat be having the question about you know, like this is Ninth Wonder right here. Like I follow mute. This is an actual real page. This is the guy. He's a producer. Even though it doesn't have the check, that's his real page. What is this? Miley Cyrus. She is this New Year's has been good for her. They picked her to be like, and then that guy who's fucking Kim Kardashian right now. Those are the two they picked. It says such a powerful photo. People take note. The mom's tongue is coming out of the kid's tongue, and the kid is making the other kid cry. Yeah, see, this is damn it, what the hell is this nigga name? This is his official page. Okay, it's got the check. That other page I passed up, maybe it did have a check, well, but you have to see it when you click on it. This is what that nigga say? Club God. What's this nigga name? I can't even think of this nigga right now. He from Houston and H-Town, you know what I'm saying? He local as fuck, but y'all, B King, that's what he call him, B King. So like you may not have heard of him, but because he's super local, but he's got some pretty big hits. He's just like stripper music. But I'm a fan of his hustle. I'm a fan of his grind. That's the reason why I follow him. And he's all like, this is all really him. Like his money, like he doesn't have no major deals and stuff. Like it's all off his own muscle. This dude be grinding. Anybody that know this guy or know anything about it, then they know what I'm talking about. He be grinding all the time. He made it off his grind. This is Viola Davis' official page. This is the actress Viola Davis. So of course she posting stuff about Betty White. This is her actual page. I follow the real pages of these people. This guy here is I want to say he was the original person who used to do Beyonce's, what did he do for her? He did her, I don't know if it was the makeup or the clothes or something like that. But he's big now, like I don't think he's even really connected to her anymore. But and I could be wrong about this. I know this guy's a fashion guy. He's a kind of a big deal in the fashion industry. I don't know what that was. I was like a Bernie fan when Bernie was doing his thing.
She was a star athlete, a sophomore at Sterling High School. Now at the same field where she was found, a memorial grows in her honor. Tuesday morning around 8 a.m., Baytown police found the teen's body in the middle of Tejas Park. The family says Jania was found with a gunshot wound. Remembering the life of a 15-year-old who was loved by so many people. She was a star athlete, a sophomore at Sterling High School. Now at the same field where she was found, a memorial grows in her honor. Tuesday.
That's it. $0.99. So the controllers are getting desperate and attacking the Earth's chakra system to inflict sickness through the collective. Interesting. Who posted this? The motherfucking magician. I don't really know. That's
Nick
interesting.
and I were just in the middle of a very important argument. You're wrong, Nick.
No, I am not. Jay-Z put on Frank Ocean. That whole No Church in the Wild track, that was Jay.
I'm telling you, it was Kanye.
BW, where are you getting your information? Tiger Beat? Look, Hova is the one who made Rihanna a star, and he's in the know of all the up-and-comers.
Oh, really? Jay, it's Betty. Was it you or Yeezy who recruited Frank for the No Church in the Wild track? Kanye, right? That's what I thought. Just hanging out with a misinformed homie. All right. Hello. Nick and I were just in the middle of a very important argument. You're wrong, Nick.
No, I am not.
It's got Hove on the telly. The joke is very inside. You'd have to understand. It's like Jay-Z is very hard to get on the phone, and so like Betty was able to just call on anyways. What are y'all talking about? I'm not gonna even read that.
Doing a little hip hop history because we got Freddie in the house. So I'm looking for the name of Biggie Smalls' first single, and I'm gonna give you a hint because I love you. It's how people describe my ass when I do this.
Chicken.
Keep doing that. Keep doing. I'm thinking. Keep going. Keep going. Juicy.
Doing a little hip hop history because we got Freddie in the house. So.
Oh my God, that was so corny.
¿Qué horas son? 5:53. OVNI en Paita. OVNI en Paita. Se registra OVNI en Paita. Aquí estamos en la subida de TP. Estamos aquí esperando y se ha detectado un OVNI. Estamos acá con las bellezas. Allá está el OVNI. Este es el OVNI. Ya se va desapareciendo ahí. Gente, ¿qué horas son? 5:53.
My boyfriend is kicking me out of the house. And wait till you hear why.
I hate that voice. Why is that voice on everybody's fucking videos and shit? Why is it that particular voice? It's so annoying. Sweetie stunting on him. The fake body. As you guys have maybe found out, I'm not a fan of body modifications and augmentations. This is Talib Kweli's real page. Who knows what this video is?
Goddamn, what you doing? You can't haul both of these. I ain't doing nothing. I'm doing a video. You better move your ass out the way. What's wrong with this? Baby, I slapped the shit out of your young ass. I wish you would. You better back up.
I don't really condone the debauchery type stuff. Yeah, I don't. That looks satisfying. Oh. Random. What is this? State of emergency in Colorado. Is that because of what we was just watching with the damn car being up? What the hell is going on in Colorado?
God help us.
Did you guys just see that? No way.
What the fuck? Tornado? Volcanic eruption? The fuck? Let's go to the comments. Developing hundreds of structures likely lost amid fast-spreading wildfires in Boulder County, Colorado. Governor Jared Polis has declared a state of emergency. So wildfires. I didn't know Colorado had wildfires. I thought that was like California only. It says, yes, classic December wildfire in the Rockies. Global warming. When was this? Isn't there snow there right now? Welcome to 2022. This is not the way to start the New Year's. May God be with these people. It's definitely something not about right with our climate. Prayer for Denver. I would have thought it would be snowing out there. Hope everyone stays safe out there. They're really trying to be like California now. I hope everyone gets out safely coming from Minnesota. How scary. Many prayers for everyone. Please be safe and evacuate. Did they try breaking up everything? What kind of comment is that? Bro, the weather is changing. These people are dealing with shit that's not normal. The face I make when after all the articles and data I've posted and someone tells me they got the shot. Debauchery. It's like sex and debauchery. That's everything. And clout, like, shining, like I'm more, and then sensational stuff too. So like rich people that's pretending to be rich.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. But some niggas ain't good robbers, so they, gotta stick to the 9
They might be better at working a job than robbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
Nah, I mean,
but you gotta think, yeah, for real. Like if I go do this to somebody and get $7,000, $5,000
in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, less than that. For I'm gonna do go to work for 2 weeks.
$200 for a week.
2 weeks to make $500.
But
hell no.
But how much? I feel you.
I go rob a nigga and get this much. Why would I go to work for a week? You feel me? Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like if you don't want to do no, you feel me? I'll do it. Like I was just looking at it like I go rob a nigga and get this much. Why would I go to work for a week?
Yeah, this is the meat glass.
It's like red food.
Yeah, I know.
These niggas here.
Man, this is amazing.
He always do this. I follow Khaled.
I like implant. God is great. Where's the side at, Nicole?
He loves doing big, extravagant, really good food and this dude is enjoying life. This is his official page too. Like I said, I only follow real pages. DJ Khaled. He is an internet person. He do be posting stuff. This really is his page and he really be posting. Seems like a really cool guy. Everybody always has good things to say about him. He's one of the people that's in the industry that you never hear bad things about. Apparently, he's a really nice guy. I don't know how you maintain that in the music industry, but apparently he's
Sanko.
Oof.
Sanko.
Oof. Why were they trying to catch that anyway? Rich people buy luxuries last, while the poor and middle class buy luxuries first. I don't disagree with that. Happy New Year, 1947. Interesting. This is a history pics page. Okay. Interesting. Wish I knew more about the photo. 1940. Niggas is wasted. Look at that dude's head on the table. They look like a mafia. The homeless dude, or the wino dude, he wasted. He might not even be a wino dude. He just wasted. 1951. 1942. Dang, people just sleep on, wasted on the floor. Just a chicken or something getting it. They even got to let the chicken or the pigeon, they even gave drinks to the pigeon. I don't know. Why these people got to be passed out? It's kind of creepy to me how they're showing them passed out and sleep like that. That outfit looked pretty cute. I didn't know they wore like fucking see-through shit back then. What year was this? 1945? 1940. See, this shit look like niggas going off of heroin right now. This is creeping me out. 1900. 1900. Why does this photo look manipulated? Like that guy's mustache looks like it was written on, but I guess it wasn't. It's an interesting photo. 1900. This is what people looked like. 1900. How they dressed and shit. I guess they could have been thinking that it was going to be the end of the world or something, because that's how it always happens, right? They were like, it was 1899 and it's switching to 1900. It's New Year's calendar year. And you're like, well, it's going to come to an end. Let's just get fucked up. These look like people that could be right now today. Their clothes are different, though. History is so interesting to me, y'all. Like, I really love it. I'm a history nerd. Anything in here? I probably could scroll this all day. I'm not going to bore you with this. But I really like, especially like actual, real, like candid type of history. Like people just doing regular stuff, not like historical events, just regular ass fucking shit. That's the best. Because we get to choose what the main historical events are, right? Some guy that created a narrative and decided what was the, important events. But it was always lots and lots of things happening.
So live, make a video, and I'm a ride like a rodeo.
Sorry about that. It's always a bunch of stuff happening simultaneously, and what makes the history books is what somebody decided to put in there. So other stuff may be interesting and informative that they left out. What the hell is this lady doing in this video? She's picking up bottles and she's throwing them at cars. Oh, holy shit. Somebody's gonna fuck her up. Yeah, you can't do that. I know the feeling. I'm a waiter. He moved too fast at the beginning. It was nothing he could do. It was too late. Shit. What 2022 gonna have to? We got this COVID stuff still going on. When is this shit gonna end, bruh? If I play some damn, what's the name? I'm getting in trouble. Anyways, so I think it was another thing I wanted to do. I was kind of trying to stall it and waiting for somebody to get in here, but I guess because it's New Year's Day, people are partying. Y'all have fun. Y'all be careful. It's dangerous out there. You got lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, they're out there. The time the world ended. Oh yeah, that's interesting. I already played some of that guy's video, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't know, you guys. I think I'm gonna wrap it. What did I say I was gonna talk about? Did I talk about everything? Happy New Year. Oh, it had to be aliens. Yeah, I talked about that. Where y'all at? What y'all up to? How y'all feel out there? What are y'all doing? What's going on? How y'all feel? Happy New Year. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Fucking Rational National is always good. I'm a fan of this guy. Like I say, I think I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna play this Rational National, and then I'm gonna wrap it. But we've been on for an hour and a half. It's 2 a.m. I do have to work tomorrow.
It is time once again for the weekly wrap-up. These are stories that I collected throughout the week that I didn't have a chance to do a full video on, but are worth mentioning here. So let me start with this poll. This is from a new Harris poll. Net favorables. You see a lot of politicians here, and for some reason, both Cuomos. I don't really know why, but look at who's at the top. Mr. Bernie Sanders. I'm not saying anything, but I don't know. If Joe Biden
DeSantis,
Pompeo,
Cruz is up there.
I know the man to replace him.
Trump,
but,
Biden,
of course,
Manchin, Sinema.
Bernie be up for it a third time? I don't know. But look,
I don't know about those numbers.
Depressing though. Ron DeSantis, right up there. In fact, Trump is a -5. Ron DeSantis. That's who, apart from Trump coming back potentially, I'm also worried about his little minions like DeSantis here. So keep an eye on that. But if you had Bernie, then there's no worries. Next one here. Chris Christie reveals who gave him COVID-19. This is amazing. Watch.
If Mark Meadows knew that somebody that I was sitting across from for 4 days had popped a positive test, he, as the White House Chief of Staff, put aside the president for a second. Obviously, the president, as my friend, should have looked at me and told me that. That's obvious. But I think what's less obvious is that Mark Meadows saved this for his book.
Yeah.
He saved it for a book. He didn't tell us. I went into the hospital in the intensive care unit. He didn't call and tell me. So I think that's inexcusable.
You had always suspected that you got it from the president. Is that right?
Well, the only reason I suspected it was because he was the only person who I didn't know his testing regimen. I was in close contact with. All the other people, we spoke about the fact.
So did this confirm for you that you did in fact get it for the president?
Oh, I think it's undeniable.
Yeah. And I mean, you were very sick. You could have died.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Amazing. Donald Trump gave Chris Christie, officially for sure, gave Chris Christie COVID-19. It was already suspected before, but now he's saying that's what happened. What I find kind of amusing about this clip is that he's actually angrier at Mark Meadows than Donald Trump. Part of the reason I have to think is because Chris Christie still is hoping to have some kind of future in politics, and if he wants to be a Republican, he has to kiss Trump's ass.
It's the networks.
Angry at Trump.
It's the networks fucking making money off of Trump still. Amazing. Like they can't. They make up stories.
Imagine being this much of a bitch.
It's just something sensational.
All right,
to fucking get clicks.
This story here from National Observer. Canada's richest families hold nearly 25% of Canada's wealth, while the bottom 40% of Canadians own just over 1%. We can't have a healthy democracy with such obscene inequality. The ultra-wealthy use their wealth to corrupt the democratic process, says Dimitri Lascaris, who I hope is the next Green Party leader. We'll see. I hope he runs. But, yeah, just, for people out there, it's not just obscene inequality in the U.S. It's also, of course, in Canada. Next story here, and actually the last story, but this is a 3-tab story, as you can see. Starting with AJ Plus, saying Kellogg says it will permanently replace most of the 1,400 workers who went on strike over a new system that cuts newer workers' pay and benefits. Workers reported 16-hour shifts and 80-hour weeks during the pandemic and rejected a proposal giving only veteran workers a 3% raise. Disgusting. But good to see these workers standing up
Too
and
bad they
fighting
lost their
back,
job.
understanding their worth. But this story gets amazing. So Liz Schuler here tweeting out, Kellogg's is trying to replace the 1,400 striking workers. Millennials and Gen Z flooded the jobs posting with fake applications and crashed the system. This is what solidarity looks like.
Power to the people.
I absolutely love this. So, of course, Kellogg's trying to replace these striking workers is a completely disgusting move, but that's why we got some smart people in my gen and the gen below me. Great work here, but it goes even further. Kurt Eichenwald here tweeting out, I told earlier how Gen Z crashed Kellogg's website by submitting bogus applications online when it sought job apps from strike breakers to replace union workers. Update, one of them wrote a program which uses random data to submit bogus applications to Kellogg's 24 hours a day. I absolutely love it. So there you go. A positive story. Doesn't happen all the time, but here is a clearly positive story this week. Good to see. That is your weekly wrap-up.
I don't know. I'm a fan of that guy's page. It's really very left. He's from Canada, but he covers United States politics very, very well, I think. He has a really good understanding of U.S. politics. He comes at it all the way from the left, so you have to, recognize that. And he's one of those people who just like Democrats or bust type of kind of guy. I mean, like he does talk about the Democrats or whatever, scrutinize them way better than within the United States, anything you're gonna hear from here. But it's still super like supportive of like totalitarianism, neoliberal type of shit, like shit I don't agree with at all. Oh shit, let's hear about this.
It's been 5 months since gunmen assassinated Haiti's president, Jovenel Moise. Authorities have arrested 45 people, but have charged none of them with a crime. This weekend, the New York Times detailed a possible motive for the assassination. Nick Schifrin has more.
Jovenel Moise was a political unknown before becoming Haiti's president in 2017. And in July, a hit squad walked into Moise's house unchallenged by his security and assassinated him. He had been presiding over a country that's been compared to a narco state, rampant with drug smuggling, corruption, and widespread impunity from powerful gangs to oligarchs to the government itself. Moise was a product of that world, but as the New York Times reports, he was also apparently taking major steps to reveal it. The article was written by Maria Abi Habib, who joins us now via Skype. Maria, welcome.
I already know what
to the
this
News
is.
Hour.
I'm not
So
gonna
tell us, what
subject
information
y'all
was
to
Moise
this.
preparing, and what was he?
Oh, that's terrible. You can't tell that story without explaining how the United States supported Moise. So whatever the hell he was about to say, he was gonna be some misleading shit because he didn't fucking say the right premise. New York rings in. Communities wiped out by fast-moving wildfires in Colorado. That's some interesting shit, but I guess I already covered that. New Year's festivities muted, but with glimpse of hope. Oh, so I guess that's why when I was watching the Dubai thing, they didn't show any people. So did they have something related to COVID that was like people couldn't be out there or something? Oh shoot! This says is government the new god? That's interesting. Is government the new god? The religion of totalitarianism. Definitely gonna watch that. It's only 13 minutes. I'm gonna make y'all watch it though. Why so many black voters choose the Democrats? I'm sure you're gonna go in on the Democrats. That's Tim Black. He's not. He's very screwed. Very on point with his politics. He's from the left too, though. Now he's not nearly as left as that other guy, though. I think I'm gonna wrap it, y'all. What Ghislaine Maxwell's conviction means to Britain's royalty. Dun dun dun. What holds a country together or tears it apart? Crash course. Stability. It's the reason why they're posting that. It was 3 weeks ago. We need to freaking wake the hell up because the shit is falling apart. Anyways, y'all. Missing college student found. Covered in coal in a man's
missing college
basement.
student in Utah is back home after going missing last Wednesday. Police found 19-year-old Madeline Allen Friday night in the home of 39-year-old Brent Brown about an hour and a half south of Snow College. Using cell phone pings, they were directed to Brown's home, and when they got closer, they saw a woman matching Allen's description through the basement window. She was kept in a room for coal storage. Police say she was covered in soot when she was rescued. Brown was arrested for aggravated kidnapping and other charges. Her parents are relieved that she's home and thankful for the outpouring of support they received.
From the heart of a mother, I express my gratitude to you, to each and every one of you, for the hard work and the dedication. From our end, it's amazing to see this army that has surrounded us.
You can also imagine how we must have felt when the chief called me last night.
After nights of vigils, people in Ephraim once again gathered last night, this time to express their gratitude that she had been found.
Wow, what a weird story. It makes me think of that movie Mr. Glass and the guy, I think they called him Monster or whatever, and he liked to kidnap women, and it was, anyways, just really weird. That's a weird story right there. Anyways, you guys, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for joining. Happy New Year's. Y'all be careful and be safe. I'm gonna wrap it. Peace and love.